Hi everyone, it's Macy with TwinFringe, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hello Hydrangea Weaving Kit and Foundations class. So if you're a beginner weaver like me, I know that it can be so overwhelming to try and figure out which weaving kits and classes are worth your time and money. There's a ton of different resources out there, and not to mention it's a little bit of an investment, so you got to make sure you're picking the right one for yourself. So I figured I would go ahead and do a review of this specific weaving kit and class to help out some of my fellow beginner weavers. First off, I just want to share with you my experience with weaving prior to taking this class. I really don't have that much experience with weaving. I have made some weavings before, but I was never really that happy with them. I was just using YouTube videos and trying to learn that way. But the sides would always go in and they were kind of uneven and the tension wasn't right. So I overall just wasn't that happy with how they were turning out. And I knew if I wanted to continue my weaving journey that I needed a solid foundation rather than just winging it every time. And that's why I decided to go ahead and invest in a class. All right, now that you know a little bit of my history, let's go ahead and dive into what's all included in the Hello Hydrangea Weaving Kit and Foundations class. So included in the kit is a loom of your choice. I believe she has 3 or 4 different sizes. I decided to go ahead and get the extra large loom. There is a 123-page ebook, a needle like I have here, and a variety of fibers. There are 5 different colors of art yarn. There's 2 bundles of roving, 1 cutting, I don't know, maybe like a foot long of really chunky 3-ply rope, and a bundle of warp string. Unfortunately, I decided to do this review video after I had already taken the class, so I don't have the full bundles of fiber to show you right now, but I did take a picture of it before I started the class, so I'll go ahead and show that to you now. And I also have some scraps left over, so I can share those with you too. Here's a picture of my extra large loom and all of the fiber that was included in the kit, besides of course what is in the basket right next to it. In the kit, you do get the option to choose between warm colors, cool colors, and neutrals. I went ahead and got the warm colors, and here's some of my scraps that I have left over. These are the 5 colors of art yarn that I have. I really love the thickness of this material. It takes up a lot of space in your weaving, and it brings some nice texture, as you can see. And I also have some roving left over. It is so soft and it is like really fluffy. And then I also have some of this warp left over as well. It's just your pretty basic string. There is also the option of getting a heddle bar added on to your kit, which I have here. So overall, for the weaving kit and the foundations class with the extra large loom and the heddle, it cost about $360, but I did happen to get it on sale and I got it for about $300. One really cool feature of Hello Hydrangea's looms is that you can actually adjust the tension of the loom while you are weaving. Now, I haven't really done a whole lot of research on other looms on the market right now, but she does stress on her website that this feature is unique to her brand and her looms only. So I definitely feel like that's worth mentioning. Now I want to share a little bit about what's in the ebook. So it's 123 pages and there are 9 different techniques that you learn in it. They're all incredibly useful and the basics for what you need to know with weaving. There's also 5 different patterns that you can weave along with, and that's what you can use all of your fiber for in the pack. There's information about how to set up your loom, how to warp it, how to finish your pieces, and a variety of ways to hang your weaving on the dowel. So it's just packed with lots of useful information. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my weavings that I made during this class. So bear with me. Again, I'm a beginner, so they're not perfect, but I figured it'd be worth showing you guys. So this is the first one that I made. I didn't trim that up, but this is the first one. Lots of roving, lots of texture here. Here is the second one that I made. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. And this is actually my own fiber here. This did not come included in the kit. So there's this one, super cute design. And then it kind of starts getting weird. I think this was the third one. It starts getting a little more difficult now with learning how to do shapes and everything. So yeah, this one didn't turn out as good, but figured I would show you guys. This one, I was hesitating to even show you because I'm not super proud of it, but here's this crazy thing. Yeah, I didn't even put it on a dowel because it's kind of wacky, but there's this one and the last one here. Here it is. I think turned out pretty good. So there's my 5 different patterns that I learned how to do in this class. So I'm sure you want to know, did I like the class? Did I not like it? Was it worth it or not? So I'll go ahead and share what I did like about the class and the kit. The loom and heddle were well made. They're high quality and they're beautiful. And I also really loved the fibers that she included as well. The colors were perfect together. They were high quality. And it was nice to have a variety of fibers varying in thickness and texture so that I could gain some more experience working with different fibers. As for the ebook, I loved that she included video and text of all of the lessons and patterns. I thought the whole ebook was well formatted, really easy to access and easy to follow. Overall, she did a really great job of being thorough in all of the lessons and providing a lot of different tricks and tips that otherwise I just wouldn't have known. As for the things I didn't like about the kit in the class, there's not a whole lot that I disliked, but I did struggle a little bit when it came to the pattern videos because they were all sped up. So they were condensed into about 6 or 7 minutes each, and that made it a little bit harder for me to follow. Since it was sped up, I had to keep rewinding. So it would have been helpful to have that in real time. If the videos weren't sped up, I think I would have had an easier time of really following along and understanding what was going on. But overall, the camera angle and everything was clear and it was fine. It was just simply that it was sped up. So that is one thing that I noticed I would have changed about this video. One thing that I thought would have been helpful before purchasing it would have been to know a list of the things that I would need that are not included in the kit. So this would be things like, the obvious would be scissors, but there's also a shed that you'll need, a pick to tap down all of your fiber, your weft, a shuttle. You do need a bigger needle for some of your fiber than the needle that is included in the kit. It was a little hard to use the needle with the fiber that she included in the kit because it was just kind of hard to put through the needle. You'll also need dowels, and you'll actually need more fiber than what comes in the pack. So for example, in order to make some of the patterns that are included in the ebook, you'll need some thinner weft like I had here. And this green is also my own. So yeah, you will end up needing to use some of your own fiber. So was the kit in the class worth it or not? In my opinion, it was totally worth it. I feel a lot more confident in my knowledge with weaving. And even though I'm still a beginner, I really feel like I understand these concepts and the basics for weaving, and I feel like I can go off on my own and try new things and have a lot more success. I saw a lot of improvement between my weavings before this class and after. It's really hard to put a price on knowledge. So all of these valuable tips and tricks and lessons that I learned alone, I mean, that's such valuable information. And then on top of that, I have a loom that's going to last me a lifetime. I'm going to use so many times. And I've got this ebook that I'm sure I'm going to revisit so many times when I forget how to do something or need a refresher. So yeah, for 300 bucks for me on sale, it's totally worth it in my opinion. And I absolutely recommend the Hello Hydrangea Foundations class and the Weaver kit. What I really like about Hello Hydrangea is she also has more classes besides her foundations class. So she has more intermediate classes that I will definitely be taking once I get more comfortable with the skills that I just learned and experiment a little more. So I'm really looking forward to taking those classes as well. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope that this was helpful for all of my fellow beginner weavers out there. I know that the search can be long for the right loom and the right classes and all of that. So I hope that this helped you on your journey and made it a little easier for you in your search for the right information. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe. I do tutorials and I'll probably be doing some more reviews. So feel free to hit subscribe and we'll see you later.